Hey, how's it going, YouTube? My name is Ruan the Gamer. This is part 8 of FPL. In this video, we're going to be talking about Game Week 20 and what I'm going to do for Game Week 21. So to jump right into the team, Tim Krul got 3 points, Coleman got 2, Koscielny managed 8 points, Johnson 1 point, Mariappa 2 points, same with Kabai, Walcott got 11, Hazard with 6, Sagbo and Rooney both got a single point, and then Suarez got 12 points. And on the bench, when I decide to bench Jaskalainen, he ends up getting 9 saves, a bonus point, and an assist, so that's always fun. Barry Bannon, I had in my starting lineup, but he didn't play, so Sagbo came in for the 1 point. And Dawson here would have got me more, had I made him my number 1 sub, but I didn't. And he had 2 on the bench, and Silva was out with suspension, so he didn't play. But yeah, 49 points, again, kind of comfortably above average. I'm not sure how I'm still doing this, but hopefully it'll come to an end and I can actually pull out some good scores rather than just like 10 points above average or 8 points above average, whatever. But yeah, I decided not to play Jaskalainen, and then this happens, and then Johnson injured, substituted 6 minutes from getting an extra point for playing 60 minutes and another 4 points for the clean sheet. So that always sucks. And just kind of a bleh game week again. I'm not really enjoying these past 3 or 4 game weeks, including this one. Just not fun. I could have captained Walcott, like I said in the last video, that it could go either way and it would have been a better decision. Although he did just barely manage to score. It was like the 92nd minute or something. So still 11 points is a great score for him. Suarez did score. Was that really nice free kick? If I can remember, I didn't watch any of these games, unfortunately, but there have been so many red cards recently and injuries and rotation players. It's kind of surprising that I still only have 1 player who's injured. So looking at this, I haven't talked about this in a bit, but I have 109.6 million put into the team, and then 0.1 million in the bank. So that's a pretty good amount of money for making a pretty solid team with this single wild card that I have. You guys didn't see me use the very first one that you start out with. That's because I used it in game week 3. But everybody gets a wild card for the month of January, so use it wisely. I know quite a few people have probably already used theirs just to sort out their injury problems, but I'm going to wait until later on in January until some transfers happen, and maybe until, or probably even after, Aguero comes back, so I can try to work him in my team again. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'm liking how I have this team set up, except for maybe Sagbo, Ben, and Dawson. And possibly Mariappa. I think having a Crystal Palace or Hull or one of the newly promoted teams, or somebody like Norwich or West Brom, having one of those defenders is always good, just because it's they're underused and they're going to be a little bit less expensive than your top half of the table teams. So, looking at the next game week 21, the team I have lined up is as follows. Jaskalainen in goal. I would much prefer to play him there instead of Tim Krul. Koscielny, Dawson, and Coleman are my center backs, are my defenders, I should say. Kabai, Walcott, Hazard, and Silva are my midfielders. Rooney, Rodriguez, and Suarez are my front 3. And I used my free transfer to get rid of Sagbo, like I just said, and I keep saying about 25 seconds ago I said that I wasn't really happy with Sagbo, except for that one game where he got 5 points. So I brought in Rodriguez, and home to West Brom, he might grab a goal or 2. That'd be awesome. So I think I'm going to captain Suarez and then just have Rodriguez as my vice captain. I'm not entirely sure though. I always say this, but I really don't know for this game week, because Silva seems like a good bet. If he plays on the left side like he has in the past, then he might be a good option for captain, because Newcastle in like the 62nd minute of the last game, our right back, Debussy, got a red card, so we're going to have somebody replace him, and he's by far our best right back. And if Silva plays on the left, then he's going to be matched up against the substitute, and that could be, a good bet for having a good game for him. Could also go with Walcott, could even go with Seamus Coleman, or even Rooney, home to Swansea. But with how Man U have been playing, I'm thinking about getting rid of Rooney, just because, they lost to Tottenham at Old Trafford, and Swansea are coming off a good game despite losing. Where is it? Didn't they just... Man City, there we go. They played pretty well, and they were really unfortunate not to get a point, because all of... you have to give credit to City for getting in the goal-scoring positions, but I'm pretty sure like all of the goals that City scored were off of deflections or just really unfortunate. So Swansea could do something against Manchester United. I don't know if it's going to be as good of a performance against City when they were on their home soil, but who knows? They could do something against Man U, is all I'm saying. So I wouldn't go out and buy Manchester United defenders now, just because of how inconsistent they've been. I would wait until this fixture, or wait to just use your wild card and then pick them up later on, maybe towards the very end of January. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just to wait a while and see if I get any other injuries and whatnot, because I would hate to use my wild card and then have 3 injuries by the end of the month. That'd just be terrible. So somehow managed to go up in all of my leagues, all of the global leagues, I should say, and then just a couple of the classic leagues. It really wasn't that good of a performance in this game week, this most recent one, especially since I took a 4-point hit, but it was a great idea to bring in Gashalny. That's for sure. For blah, blah, blah. I try to say for sure and for certain in the same word, for certain. I should start saying that. So I'm pretty sure that's all I have to say. I already made my transfer, and I don't think I need to make another one for this game week. What I want to do down the road, let's see. Let's just have a look at a couple of these fixtures. Maybe another Arsenal player. It's kind of tough to tell, just due to how many injuries they've had, and you don't want to bring in Giroud because he's injured, and they don't really have any other attackers, because I heard that what's his name, Bentner, is also injured. So I would definitely just stick with Walcott for Arsenal coverage. Here, City home to Cardiff. That looks like it could be another good game. But then City only beat Palace like 1-0 on their home soil. Yeah, right here. So who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. So I could try to get another Manchester City player in here, and it might end up being Aguero when he comes back. And then get rid of Rooney, just because of how deep he's been playing and how many yellow cards he's been picking up recently. So yeah, that might be what I do. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.